I've got he double the amount of fish that he turned into wine.
They remind me of a heady.
True, he needs to grow up.
And he's back. Yes, kebabs definitely come from Turkey, and you can say that.
Hello and welcome to our weekly Spudathon, which isn't that weekly at the moment because we've been away on tour. It's our first proper Spudathon in quite a while and it's good to be back. But first, the man whose upcoming 10-week North American tour is looking like a welcome break after coming home to discover that he's still got 4 kids. It's Chris.
I've absolutely loved coming back to the chaos at home. It's been brilliant. Instead of just worrying about myself all the time, I can... Chaos. It's great. Chaos is brilliant. Chaos is the new normal.
And of course, the man who's looking forward to at least 6 weeks of American heat. It's Trevor. Oh, he's gone. Hello. Oh, he's back. I said, and of course, the man who's looking forward to at least 6 weeks of American heat. It's Trevor.
Oh, hello.
He's having a bit of a government internet problem there at the moment, but I'm sure that will stabilise at some point. And of course, there's the man who intends to spend more time in Walmart than in his hotel rooms. It's Ricky.
Hello. That's very true. Very, very true.
Yeah. And of course, there's me, who'll be eating more wings and ribs than a doctor would recommend. Please share this stream and subscribe and all of that stuff. Oh, coming up in the show today, your top 10 in the charts. You've been voting. We got your chart. I've basically done it slightly differently.
Doing 10 songs?
Sorry, not top 10, top 6. I forget what stream I'm doing. Top 6.
That's the other band.
Yeah, I know. Basically, what I've done is I've looked at the list because there were loads of votes today. And a lot of them had the same amount of votes. So basically, I've picked the top 2 voted songs from me, top 2 voted from Chris, top 2 voted from Ricky. So we've all got 2 songs each, but they're the top voted ones for each of us.
Because, that's a fair way of doing it.
Yeah, it was difficult to choose because a lot of them had the same amount of votes. We've got Who Said It, the old game that you know and love. We've got some new sections called Ricky Recommends, Chris's to Odd One Out. We've got Trev's Takes, and of course, Jesus will be back to forgive your sins. So keep voting because we will be doing one next week as well, and that will go towards the playlist and all that. So how is everyone? Chris, how you doing, man?
I'm really good, actually. Yeah. It's been just a nice sort of chilled out couple of days, actually. It's been nice. The weather's been really, really stifling, but I haven't got an industrial air mover like these 2 weapons underneath me.
Best thing I've ever bought in my life. When did you get yours, Trev?
Got it off Amazon.
Mega, isn't it?
170 quid.
Yeah.
It's not so what do you call them? Can't remember.
It's aircon, isn't it?
No, it's you put cold water in it, and it takes the breeze up, but it works a treat.
Takes the stuff out of the air, takes the heat out of the air.
But it's really powerful, so it just fills the room with cool air. It's fantastic. But you don't have to. It doesn't use all the electric and stuff. It only uses 60 watts.
Nice.
Which is good.
Mega.
Well, let's do some hellos here. Hello to Evelyn. Hello to Christine. Hello to Anne Blair. Hello to who else is coming? Donna. Hello, the lovely Donna there. TLD. Eddie. Hello to Eddie. Hello to who else is Brian Craven and Jackie Luck and Jenna is there. Mike Crooks. Debbie Marsh is there. So lots and lots of people are in the chat. Keep commenting. Say hello, and I will say hello to you, Mike Penninger. Hello to you. Should we do the number 6 for this week?
Why not? Start on a song.
Well, the number 6 for this week is one of Chris's, and this is Take Us to the Stars, my favourite from 14.
Oh.
Here we go.
Lovely.
When we got in tonight, well, they just didn't care. Didn't know what to do, so they just stood and stared. And after the waiting, everyone's hating the sound that we're making. They're not jubilating. Well, now they're the ones who regret everything they say. We only do else to do. You stood back and soaked up the American noise school. You've heard all the others, dolls, sisters and brothers sound just like each other. You're about to discover that they're the ones whose music will fade away. Will fade away. So take us as we are. Take us to your heart. If you've liked it so far, take us to the bar. You wanna play a part? Take us to your heart. You buy or we sell, so take us to the stars. How long do we wait till we get to release this? It's a new direction that no one can dismiss. There's no ceremony, reviews will be phony, the fans will be lonely and start getting clony. Now they're the ones who understand when we say, so take us as we are. Take us to your heart. If you've liked it so far, take us to the bar. You wanna play a part? Take us to your heart. You buy or we sell, so take us to the stars. So take us as we are. Take us to your heart. If you liked it so far, take us to the bar. You wanna play a part? Take us to your heart. You buy or we sell, so take us to the stars. So take us as we are. Take us to your heart. If you've liked it so far, take us to the bar. You wanna play a part? Take us to your heart. You buy or we sell, so take us to the stars.
Oh, sorry.
And we are back, even though we got a line down the middle of Ricky. You've got a yellow line down you, mate, because Trev is trying to reconnect because he had internet problems.
He's really suffering tonight, isn't he? He was complaining and puffing and blowing.
It's unlike Trev to have a little complaint, isn't it?
He's not known for his complaining. It's not like we should make a feature out of it, is it? I mean, he's a very placid man who doesn't moan about things, you know, having spent a long time with him. He doesn't moan about stuff. Just so you know.
Well, I'm going to use this moment to say that we should have sent out all the handwritten lyrics that you have purchased from our shop, 2020rendezvous.com/shop. But if you're still waiting for yours, then it's probably because you've not emailed us and said, I purchased lyrics and I'd like this song written out, please. So if you haven't got yours, then you need to email us or contact via 2020rendezvous.com/contact and say, I bought the lyrics. And
that means I've got to learn how to rewrite again. Ooh.
No, I think they've all been done, but just in case we've missed anyone, I thought I'd say that. But yeah, and you can purchase more if you want at 2020rendezvous.com/shop, because Series 2 did break the bank. We didn't raise enough money to make it, and at the moment it owes money. So
It's in the red, isn't it?
And not bought something.
Very much in the red.
It's very much in the red. It's as red as Ricky's hair used to be before the camera filter made it look very, very dark brown. Have you dyed
what's going
it,
on there, Rick?
I've dyed my hair.
Get out.
Yeah, I thought, fuck it.
Put your head down so it's near the
Taking
screen.
Dave's advice, finally.
Oh, at last, you're not so horrific.
It's just dark in this room, so...
Yeah,
I just noticed the comment before saying that I've had my hair cut. I've not had my hair cut. It's still there. It's just slicked back.
And I'm the only one that has had my hair
slicking
cut.
it back.
What's that?
No, I was just saying I've noticed how Chris started slicking it back on stage as well.
I just did it on the last couple of gigs because I was recording one day and my headphones are just getting there. So I just pushed it all back. And then when I finished recording, I thought, bollocks, I'll just have it like this tonight. And it's just stayed like that. And somebody said to me, who remain nameless, oh, that's good. You look a lot better now. You don't look like a insert sexual offender reference. You know? Can't say who it was or what they said, but you can imagine. It wasn't any of you two.
Well, hopefully Trevor's going to rejoin us at some point, because it's not the same without him, is it?
Have you had your hair cut, Dave? Just looking at you.
I have.
Yeah.
I have. I had it done on Friday.
Let us know who did it, and we'll get them for you.
Oh, you're as funny as anyway. Should have sent out done that bit. What am I doing? I'm looking here. Should we do the number 5 while we wait for Trevor to arrive, and then we're going to play
Yeah.
Who Said It as long as he's back, or we might be playing Who Said It without him. I just like looking at Ricky with the yellow line down the middle, and every now and again he crosses it. His nose crosses it. Oh no, you're not. There. Back a bit. Back a bit. It's like when someone's scratching an itch on your back for you. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Oh, excellent. Number 5 is one of your songs, Ricky. Luckily, it's a long one, so it's going to give Trev some time to connect. It's How to Live.
Oh.
I'm losing my mind again. I'm losing the wheel. My thoughts in the driver's seat. Both hands on the wheel. I'm driving to no man's land. It's not very far. Will I ever get there in this car? I'm trying to find my way. I'm just getting lost. The heaters have broke again. I'm turning to frost. I'm driving down every road. There's nowhere to stay. Will I ever get out of this place? It's getting hard for me to see. Is anyone out there here for me?
Remember that? Or a crackly input or something.
We are back, and Trevor is with us.
Yeah.
And he's
Just.
it's working now. We've got telephone involved, and it's all good. So yeah, that was. Oh no, we've lost the video. Oh dear.
Oh, it's all going well, and this is a proper Spudathon when one of us has a nightmare with technology.
Apparently, it's 42.7 degrees C in Texas, where Mike Penninger is at the moment. So,
Right, there we go.
You just melt there, wouldn't you, Trev?
Where?
Texas
In
at the
Texas,
moment, it's 42 degrees C.
Yeah, that's disgusting, mate. Shouldn't be allowed.
You're going to write to God.
No. He
Well,
won't answer.
Well, you never know. But before any of that, in the week where Metallica's Master of Puppets gets a surprise top 40 hit due to the show Stranger Things, and Johnny Depp releases an album with Jeff Beck, we're going to play a game called Who Said It? And this week, it's a battle of the ex-leaders. We're going to say who said it, Boris Johnson or Donald Trump.
Oh, God.
Who said it?
Jesus.
Oh, Trevor's joining on a different device now. So we...
I can still hear you, so.
all right.
See, I've got all my notes. On
No,
my
all right.
phone
Now there's
to read off.
5 of you. So you're going to have to shut off with your phone, Trev, because otherwise...
Yeah, hang on.
Classic Spudathon. We got a
It's
yellow
a
line
proper
across
Spudathon.
Ricky's eyes now.
Why do you have to answer all these questions just to get into Zoom? God fucking mighty. Join with computer audio. Of course. What else? Fucking hell.
It's like being on the bus.
Oh. Trial over. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh.
Like a robot.
Max
God,
Headroom.
turn it off from your phone now. Disconnect from your
trying.
phone.
I'm trying. I can't find it now. I've lost it. Oh,
Oh, it's two of them. What's going on?
right.
Oh, brilliant. It's lovely to...
Sounded like C3PO. That was brilliant.
Oh, don't feel like it.
Sue's dream there. There was 2 Trebs for a minute, wasn't there?
That's better. No,
Double Trev.
Sue's dream's the Rock.
Oh. Anyway, this week we're going to ask who said it, Boris Johnson or Donald Trump.
Who said it?
Depends who programmed them.
Depends who programmed them.
Well, they're both androids, aren't they? Got to be.
A little more moderation would be good. Of course, my life hasn't exactly been one of moderation. Who said it?
Johnson.
Trump.
It was Donald Trump. Donald said it.
There's no big words like moderation.
Oh.
Do you mind if I sit back a little? Because your breath is very bad. Do you mind if I sit back a little? Because your breath is very bad.
Johnson.
Boris Johnson.
Trump.
That was Donald Trump.
Wow.
My friends, as I've discovered myself, there are no disasters, only opportunities. And indeed, opportunities for fresh disasters.
Johnson.
No, I think Trump, actually.
Trump.
That's Boris. I do not believe I have been remotely sexist. I do not believe I've been remotely sexist.
Johnson.
Trump.
Johnson.
It was Johnson. The point is, you can't be too greedy. The point is that you can't be too greedy.
Oh, Trump.
That was Trump. So what were your scores, people?
I got 4.
I got 3.
Chris got 2. So Ricky is the winner of Who Said It?
Who said it?
Normally there's 5, isn't there?
No, it's
I thought
normally
there was
6,
six.
and there was
6.
6 there, wasn't there?
Was it?
Let me go back
no.
through.
Sorry.
5 here.
Oh, I've got one here that I didn't do.
Hey.
My policy is on cake. My policy on cake is pro having it and pro eating it.
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah, that was
Johnson.
Boris Johnson. Woo!
Great.
Hey, I got 4.
5.
Right, so Ricky still wins. It's exactly the same.
Who said it? Who?
He's a lovely guy, though.
He really is.
Right, number
Now-
4 this week.
Burn quick.
Number 4 this week. One of Chris's songs, an old classic from Baked. It's Second Sight. Here we go.
I sing your words. They feel absurd. I can't walk away, or I wouldn't get paid from you. No longer friends. The bitter end. You won't let me speak, and I start feeling weak. I got you inside. You're not always right. Controlling in all you do. You're just paranoid. I'm slightly annoyed. I'm not giving my soul to you. I'm living on the edge of my nose. You're gonna get what you deserve. You'll see. We came so far. A rising star. I feel so ashamed, but I'm not to blame. I've got you inside. You're not always right. Controlling in all you do. You're just paranoid. I'm slightly annoyed. I'm not giving my soul to you. I'm living on the edge of my nose. You're gonna get what you deserve. You'll see.
So there we go. That was Second Sight there from Baked, available at 2020rendezvous.com. Now we're going to have a new segment where Trev gets to tell you about something that's annoying him or an old story or links it together, whatever he says. It's Trev's Take.
I like that. Right. I don't know if everyone else feels the same sort of way, but my first one
The
is
fuck's that?
the big pain in the neck for me is if I get a nice little microwave meal to have for supper, curry and chips or something like that. Why? It says on the back when you put your little holes in, and then it says when heated, peel the lid back, put it back in for 2 minutes. You go to peel the lid back. What happens? The edge comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little plastic frame, a little cellophane frame, and it's still on. So you have to cut it off with a knife. But it says on the back, easily peel back. It shouldn't. I don't know if anyone else agrees with that.
Absolutely, mate. Every time I have a microwave curry, it's the same. It's annoying.
Just did it tonight.
Some. If you get have you ever had the little pre-made doner kebabs you can get? They're very dirty and naughty, and they're even naughty because they're in a little plastic thing. They come off all right, but why the curry and chips ones don't? It's a nightmare.
Some packs of ham do that. You go to peel it, and instead of the whole thing peeling back, it like shreds into like 3 bits.
Yeah, 3 fingers worth.
Why?
I know. It means you can't put it back.
You got another one for us, Trev?
Yeah, memory sticks.
Oh,
Again, if I had some episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer that were like 31 gig, and I went to Asda and bought, or somewhere, not just Asda, went to PC World or something and bought a 32 gig, thinking, got a gig spare there, can't get the last little episode on because you don't actually get 32, you get about 29.5. What's
Really?
that about? Yeah. You never get what it says. I've got a 2 terabyte. It is good, like to put my life on, little tablet,
And you're up with 1K.
and it's not 2 terabyte. It's 1,900 and fucking something. It's like, why say 2 terabytes?
Dave, what's the science behind that?
Well, it's a mixture of 2 things. One, the fact that when you're counting in terms of actual data, you count in 2 to the n numbers, which I know all know about, Ricky. So it's like it's not 1,000 megabytes in a gigabyte, it's 1,024, so it's slightly out. But then when manufacturers do it, they do it in multiples of thousands, so it's a tiny bit out. That's one reason. The other reason is it takes up some space with things like the file allocation table and stuff like that. So there's a headroom for the initial stuff at the beginning of the data stick and all that. Anyway, I'm sure that's very boring.
Yeah, but the headroom's always in their favour, not mine.
But of course it is, because it's anyway.
Well, make a 32 gig. 34.
Have you got another take for us? One more take.
Yeah. Just been through this one. Windows updating when you don't want it to, and not fucking working when you do want it to. As in the last 10 minutes. All afternoon, kept popping up. Everything was switched on ready. Checking for updates. Make sure it wasn't going to spoil the Spudathon. What happens? Sat down. I was a bit late getting out of the shower. So I had to have a shower before I sat down. So sat down straight away, just as it was about to start. Update. Didn't say what for. Probably some absolutely. There'd be a new colour in the top left-hand corner or something, or a star instead of a slash or something. I don't know. Ridiculous. That's another one.
Well, there we go.
Would you like your laptop to be able to connect to the Wi-Fi?
Oh,
no.
or do you want to connect your phone to your laptop? Why? That's why it's a phone. It's in your pocket. It's private.
Well, that was Trev's take.
we did that. It's brilliant.
That is like being on the bus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save them for next week. Coming up, we've got new round. Chris's to odd one to outer. We got Ricky's recommends. Ricky recommends, not Ricky's recommends. And, of course, Jesus the Pen. But before that, we're going to play Trev's song. And last time we did a Spudathon where we were at home and whatever, we played a new song called Horizon. Then the last time when we were impromptu in a dressing room, we played Stage Struck. But I want to come back to Horizon because we've only played it once and I just think it's a cracking song. And no one's heard it for a
Shame about
couple
the
of
singing.
months. No, the singing.
Oh, shut up.
Amazing.
Well, I was only, I don't know, 18 or something.
So this is Trev's song, Horizon. Here we go.
Long time ago.
14 is the outstanding new album by Space Potatoes, featuring future classics such as Speak to Me, Damaged Breathing, Wish I Wasn't Here, Take Us to the Stars, Foxes and Cats. Order 14 by Space Potatoes now at 2020rendezvous.com. So that was Horizon by Trev there. We got
Mega.
a lot of people saying, well, Trev for PM. I think that was more about your rant. Another good one, Trev. And then we got Jackie Lux says, like it, but Stage Struck is best. Mike Pension said, did you sell out of the Stage Struck single? No, we haven't added it to the shop yet. I think we'll do that towards the end of the year once we're back from America, because then we'll actually be able to post them out and whatever. And
found some more as well.
Oh, well, that's good. So we'll have an announcement about that, but we'll look for sort of October time to be doing that. Jackie says it's growing on her. Well, don't pass it on. Eddie Quidgen says, remind me of Argent. Okay, a bit
I
of
could see that.
Brian Craven says, bit of Doobie Brothers vibe. I like it. And then people were saying, Stage Struck's a little wonder. Stage Struck's brilliant. Doobie Brothers, yeah. And then great solo Trev from Christine.
It was sort of lots put together, I suppose.
I love that solo. I think it sounds great.
It is really good. It goes through a little journey.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was Horizon. But we now have a new section called Ricky Recommends, where Ricky is going to recommend something to you. That's why we called it Ricky Recommends. Here we go.
Ricky recommends. He's had a whack on the head.
Go on, Ricky.
Fucking hell. What would I recommend?
I thought you thought of something.
I recommend an aircon unit in this style of weather, because if you're like me and you suffer in the heat, you won't suffer anymore. I recommend an aircon unit. Go and fucking buy one.
Well, there we go.
What else? Let me do one more.
Have you been watching any good TV shows?
Stranger Things. I recommend Stranger Things 4.
Tell us about that then. Come on.
Well, I can't, because if you've
Don't
not
spoil
watched
it. I'm gonna watch it
I
in
don't want to
America.
spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
Well, what's the gist of it for someone like me who's never actually seen it?
Basically, it's about these kids, and they're all like it's just like a sci-fi adventure, and it's just all really well done. It's well scripted, just really fucking enjoyable if you're into that sci-fi adventure stuff. If not, then it'll bore the fuck out of you.
Does it violate the laws of physics?
Oh, in millions of ways. So you won't.
Does it
But
contain
there's-
horrible 80s music with horrible snare drum sounds?
100%. Get all over it.
Bad.
But it's got Kate Bush in it. You like Kate Bush?
the lovely Kate Bush there.
Great Bush, brilliant. But I
Yeah.
will watch it in America, Ricky. I'll download it all and watch it in America.
And if you like getting kinky in the bedroom, I recommend shoving a Twix up your bird's arse.
There we go. So that is Ricky Recommends. Oh, for fuck's sake, where's my button?
No, better than a good.
Ricky recommends. He's had a whack on the head.
There we go. That was Ricky Recommends. Our first one of that round. Next week, Ricky will actually think about what he's going to recommend before we do the show. You never know. Or maybe he won't. And
No, it's better if he doesn't.
Absolutely. Right,
I can't be
this week's
bothered.
number
I'll just wing it.
This week's number 3 is a Ricky song with the lovely video by Bex. This is Foxes.
Have you seen the news today? It's not looking good. Everyone's going crazy now, but we knew that they would. 'cause it's what they love to do. Well, how have you been? You've not much to say. Just turn off your TVs and you'll be okay. We'll blame it on the media today. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they fade away. Have you heard the news today? It's the same old shit. People falling for the latest lie, and it's making them rich. Yeah, it's just what they do. One day they'll disappear, and hopefully they won't return. I hope your eggs go up in flames and we'll watch as they burn. We'll blame it on the media in turn. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they fade away. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they go away. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they go away.
And we're back. That was Foxes there, the wonderful Foxes. We got some comments. People saying brilliant song. Eddie Cridgington's never seen Stranger Things. Good man. The Fox Lady's not here today. Yeah, Bex isn't in the thing. And then Bruno Dubois comes in with Please Stop with Simon Collins. I have no idea what you're talking about. I know that's Phil Collins' son, but what do you mean by
Yeah.
Please Stop with Simon Collins? Explain yourself, Bruno.
Ricky was confused, weren't you, Ricky?
It's not like me to get confused, but I was this time.
First time for everything, mate.
He's got a brain made of foie gras.
It's a good feeling, being
Being
confused.
confused.
Yeah, I love it. That's what I recommend, being confused.
A bonus recommendation there.
I
Right.
was confused.
Before we get on to Jesus and the next songs and all of that, I think we're going to play Chris's Odd One Out, and you, the viewers, have to play along with this one. Bit like the old True or False. It's not like we've replaced one with the other. Anyway, here we go. Chris's to Odd One Out.
Chris is to odd one out.
Chris is to up one to out.
So, this week, the odd one out round is regarding gigs that I have been to, acts that I have seen, concerts I've been to. Okay?
Okay.
These three can chip in, but you lot out in internet world, you can chip in as well. So I'm going to list 3 artists / bands, and you can say whether you think I've seen these bands, and if not, which one is the odd one out. Okay? So your bands are Radiohead, Marillion, Marilyn Manson, Steve Hackett. Those again.
You've seen 3 of them.
I've seen 3 of these. One of them I've not. One is a ringer. Radiohead, Marillion, Marilyn Manson, Steve Hackett. Which one is the ringer? While we're waiting for the people to chip in.
Marilyn Manson.
I'm going to say, no, I think you've seen Marilyn Manson because I was probably there on the same day.
Okay.
Didn't he do Big Day Out? I'm sure he did.
It would spoil the answer, wouldn't it? David?
Well, I'm pretty sure I know one that you've seen, so I'm not going to say that because I don't want to spoil it for the people at home. Marillion sounds like something you would have seen.
Yeah, I'll say Marillion.
So who's the odd one out then?
I mean,
I'm going to go Radiohead.
I can imagine you having seen Radiohead at a festival though, or something like don't know. Have you been to many festivals? I know you went to one, didn't you?
I was in front of the house setting a desk up once when Radiohead were on. Thought I was going to fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Radiohead. I don't think you've seen Radiohead.
Okay, Radiohead. Dave?
I'm going Radiohead as well.
Trevor?
I still think Manson.
Okay,
well, the people at home are saying Manson. We've got Brian Craven saying Manson. We've got Evelyn saying Manson. Christine, Anne, Jackie, Mike Crooks, Eddie Cridlington, Mike Penninger, and Jackie Luck. They're all saying Manson. Demi March is saying Marillion. Eddie Cridlington saying Marillion. Bruno Dubois saying Steve Hackett, as is Stevie Bacon. But which is it? Which is it?
I haven't seen Marillion. I saw Steve Hackett a couple of times. I actually stood next to members of Marillion while Steve Hackett was playing at that. Remember the Stone Free Festival where we did Wish You Were Here with the orchestra?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was stood filming him doing Firth of Fifth. And I looked, and like 3 out of the 5 guys out of Marillion were also filming it. And I went, all right, and carried on filming it. I've seen Marilyn Manson twice at the Big Day Out and at Donington in 2003. So Radiohead headline V 2006, something like that. And Steve Hackett, have you ever seen that? Is that everybody? Marilyn Manson. Yes, I'm not seeing Marillion is the answer. So
Did you not watch that Stone Free thing?
No, I didn't. I think where did we go? Did we?
So I watched them there, and Smithy was doing the sound for
I
them.
remember seeing Smithy at front house, but
They were fucking brilliant.
Where did we go now? Did we leave by that point, Dave? So I came back to yours, didn't I, in your dad's car?
Yeah, I think we left before...
We saw Steve Hackett, and I think we left before Marillion. We saw Cats in Space, didn't we, in the other room?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we that was earlier on in the day. Then we did our gig, and you saw Steve Hackett. Me and my dad had a meal, and then we left.
Yes.
You came back to my place. So, Marillion was the answer there. You didn't see Marillion.
No.
So that was Chris's odd one out.
Chris is to odd one out.
Chris is to up one to out.
So
They actually really impressed me, Marillion. I'm not going to lie, because I've never really listened to much of them until then, and I was like, "Fucking hell, it's actually really good."
Excellent.
Very good live.
I've never seen them. They're on my list of bands to see, but
Yeah, no, they were cool, man.
Well, coming up, we've got Jesus the Pen, but before that, we've got our number 2, which is an old classic, a similar kind of ilk to the fact that you voted for Second Sight earlier. It's the other video, I suppose, other than 2020 Rendezvous,
Ew.
from Baked.
Great
This is
work.
1,000 Things. Here we go.
Brilliant.
I was there when you were shivering. Then you were there when I felt raw. I was there when you were withering. You paint your foot into my door. Now I'm forever changed. Manic minds in conversation, possessed but fearful all the same. We have beauty and destruction. Now I'm forever changed. Cause I can list 1,000 things that keep you in my life, but I can't do the same for others, trying as I might. You push the limits of my tolerance, made me find myself that way. Now I'm forever changed. Cause I can list 1,000 things that keep you in my
Megalomania, the new album by Space Potatoes. Previously unreleased tracks and hidden gems all compiled into one album. Outstanding work, The Weekly Beast. Featuring unknown classics such as Shut Me Down, Twisted in the Knife with Silence, Sell You the Lie, Fears, Run for Your Life, and Forgive You. Buy Space Potatoes Megalomania now. So there we go. That was 1,000 Things there at number 2. An old classic.
1,000 of them.
Seen for a while. But as you know, it's Sunday, and if you've skipped church, you need not feel guilty because it's Jesus time with Jesus the Pen, and he's very hot.
It's all right. Fucking hell.
Hello everyone, Jesus here. It's been incredibly hot, so I've been cooling off in the kitchen sink with my friends, the Holy Sponge and the Holy Scissors. They're not very talkative. Anyway, we've been off for a while and a lot's happened. America, what have you been up to? Roe versus Wade being overturned, more gun crime. I'll tell you what, until you get some Christian values, I'm not going to come back there to tour. And then on to the UK. Boris Johnson has finally resigned. After years and years and years and years and years of lies and nonsense, he's finally gone. But I am Jesus, so I'm going to have to forgive him. Not. So I think that's enough for 1 week. This has been Jesus the Pen Christ coming to you from the kitchen sink with the Holy Sponge and the Holy Scissors. Say goodbye, guys. They're still not very talkative. Amen. Oh, that feels so good. I feel like I'm being baptised again.
There we go. I think Jesus had a heat stroke there. Needed a bit of rinsing off.
Oh. I fucking need rinsing off. Jesus Christ.
You'd think he'd cool down because he's omnipresent, so he's also out in space where it's pretty fucking cold.
He's also an iceberg.
What?
Well, yeah.
Well, omnipresent. He can be an iceberg.
Wonder if he's into golden showers.
Oh, inky showers.
Taking the Virgin Mary pissed on his head.
What?
We should probably pooed when he came out.
Oh, I thought that was his missus. Who did Jesus go out with?
Tommy.
He didn't have a relationship. That was his mum. Virgin Mary was his mum.
Oh, was it? Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
We learn something new every day.
You do.
Still never understood the story.
Right, well, that brings us to our number 1, which will be no surprise to Christine because I think she cheated to get it to number 1 because she's already talked about that this is the number 1, so she must know. But this is from Megalomania, which is available to buy at 2020 rendezvous.com/shop, and this is called Forgive You. So here's our number 1 for this week.
You are petrified, it's written in your eyes, you're in pain. You are paralyzed, the silence ringing out, you're insane. Words don't mean anything without you to talk to, and lies, they form the memories, so I doubt you.
We're going back now. We are live. Hello.
But I cleaned it all up perfect.
Right.
Oh my God.
Cleaned it up. That's good to know. Right.
Yeah.
Right, we need Trev's confessions. That's a
You in the
that's a
shade,
set.
Ricky. Jesus Christ.
That's not a confession. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, that is a confession and a half.
Luckily, it was really early.
You
And it
just
was,
put everything that Ricky's ever confessed to in the
it was
toilet.
getting out of the toilet door to the little bit where the toilet rolls are quick enough. So with my duds down, so no one could see. I got it cleaned up beautifully. Fabulous.
I mean, that's the time to do it if you're ever going to be putting this. I mean, the times I've had to shit on the bus, like in the bin, it's always been like 5,
No, this
4
was
or 5 in the morning.
This was a wee, but I just had a fart, and I thought I couldn't stop that happening because of the wee I'd released. That was it. Lost control. It was just something went. So I went, oh no. But it was the checking everywhere because I didn't want to leave any trace.
Oh, God.
That's brilliant.
Well,
Where did that come from, Trevor? It's come out of nowhere.
you were talking about things, weren't you?
Things.
Yeah.
Oh, I need me inhalers now. Bloody hell.
And on that bombshell.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so that was our show, everyone. I've forgotten what was the number one, but I'm sure it was good.
One of yours.
Forgive you.
Forgive you.
Forgive you.
Oh, yeah. Well, forgive me for forgetting. So, yeah, that was our show, everyone. Thank you very much. We'll be back next week. We'll be doing another one next week before we jet off to America. Chris, do you want to say goodbye?
The fucking hell is that?
There we go. Do you want to say goodbye, Ricky?
See you later. Oh, Mike's just asked when do we leave to go on tour?
I leave Sunday after next because I'm going to Lorelei's for a couple of days first. We're going to meet up with Miles in LA and do some stuff. So,
and the rest of us leave on the 2nd of August.
Tuesday, I think it is, isn't it?
you leave
It is.
Tuesday,
Something
I
like
leave on the Sunday.
It is.
So there we go.
10 weeks of
So,
carnage.
Trevor, do you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me.
Thanks
Jackie
for
says
joining.
I look very serious. She says no smokes. No, trust me, there's always smokes. I don't mean to be serious. I meant to be having fun. So do you want to make the noise, guys? See you later, Space Potatoes.
I'm going on holiday. I'm flying through the air. I've saved up all my pay to go anywhere. We're all a family, no matter where you're from. We're a shining reality, so what could go wrong? 2020 rendezvous.